Have you ever wondered why we get stuck in certain patterns and can't seem to break free? It's a question that's puzzled many of us at some point. These patterns or obsessions can be so deeply ingrained in our thoughts and behaviors that they seem almost impossible to escape. Obsessive patterns are a common part of human experience. They are repetitive, habitual behaviors or thoughts that we engage in, often without conscious awareness. They can manifest in various ways, from the seemingly harmless, like always needing to have a cup of coffee first thing in the morning, to the more harmful, such as obsessive-compulsive disorder or addiction. These patterns can have a significant impact on our lives. On the surface, they might seem trivial or even comforting, but digging deeper, we find that they can hinder our personal growth and self-discovery. They can keep us tethered to the past, prevent us from fully engaging with the present, and limit our ability to envision and create a more fulfilling future. Psychological studies have shed some light on why our brains get trapped in these patterns. Our brains are wired for efficiency. They create neural pathways for repetitive thoughts and behaviors, which become the default route for our brain's energy. It's like a well-worn path in a forest. It's just easier to follow the path that's already there. But the power of these obsessive patterns goes beyond the neural pathways in our brains. They are also reinforced by our environment, our relationships, and our culture. We are often rewarded for sticking to routines and punished for deviating from them. This can make it even more challenging to break free from these patterns. However, it's essential to understand that these patterns are not our destiny. They are not immutable laws of nature. They are simply habits of mind and behavior that we have the power to change. Breaking free from these patterns is not easy, but understanding them is the first step towards self-discovery. With knowledge, patience, and courage, we can start to untangle the web of our obsessions and embark on a journey towards a more authentic, fulfilling life. Now, hear from the experts about why these patterns form and how they affect our personal growth. Psychologists and self-discovery experts have spent countless hours studying and understanding obsessive patterns. These patterns, as many of them have found, are often rooted in a need for control and predictability. Dr. Amelia Johnson, a renowned psychologist, shares, "Obsessive patterns are typically a response to anxiety or stress. They provide a sense of order in a world that can often feel chaotic." On the other hand, self-discovery expert James Anderson explains, "These habits are like a safety blanket, providing a sense of comfort and familiarity. But this comfort can be a double-edged sword, limiting personal growth by keeping us stuck in a loop of repetition." The impact of these patterns extends beyond our personal lives. According to organizational psychologist Laura Simmons, in the workplace, these patterns can lead to stagnation. They inhibit innovation and creativity, as we tend to stick to what we know and feel comfortable with. But it's not all doom and gloom. Experts also point out that understanding these patterns can be incredibly empowering. Cognitive psychologist Dr. Robert King emphasizes, "The first step to breaking free from these patterns is recognizing them. Once we can identify these habits, we can start to question them, challenge them, and ultimately change them." And the benefits of breaking free from these patterns are immense. Life coach Sarah Mitchell concludes, "When we break away from our obsessive patterns, we open up a world of possibilities. We become more adaptable, more creative, and more open to new experiences. It's a journey of self-discovery." Indeed, these insights from the experts give us valuable tools to understand and navigate our obsessive patterns. It's clear that these patterns are not just a personal issue, but a societal one, affecting how we work, how we interact with others, and how we see ourselves. As our experts have shown, understanding these patterns is the key to breaking free and embarking on our journey to self-discovery. But how do we break free from these obsessive patterns? That's the question that nags at the back of our minds, isn't it? Well, the good news is that there are various strategies and techniques that can help us do just that. Let's explore some of them. First off, we have mindfulness. Now, what is mindfulness? It's essentially about being fully present in the moment, being aware of where we are and what we're doing, without getting overly reactive or overwhelmed. It's about observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. When we practice mindfulness, we can start to notice our obsessive patterns for what they are. Just patterns. Not truths, not inevitabilities, simply patterns that can be broken. Then, there's cognitive behavior therapy, often referred to as CBT. This is a type of psychological treatment that has been shown to be effective for a range of problems, including obsessive patterns. It works by helping us become aware of inaccurate or negative thinking, so we can view challenging situations more clearly, and respond to them in a more effective way. And let's not forget about self-compassion. This isn't about being easy on ourselves or letting ourselves off the hook. No, self-compassion is about acknowledging our own suffering, understanding that it's a part of the human experience, and extending the same kindness to ourselves that we would to a good friend. When we're kind to ourselves, we create a safe space where we can confront our obsessive patterns and work through them without fear of self-judgment or criticism. These strategies aren't exclusive, they can be used in tandem and often are in therapeutic settings. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all solution. What works for one person might not work for another, so it's important to explore different methods and find what resonates with you. And of course, these strategies are most effective when guided by a mental health professional. So, don't hesitate to seek help if you're struggling to break free from obsessive patterns. With these strategies in hand, we can begin to challenge our obsessive patterns and make room for self-discovery. Breaking free from obsessive patterns is not an end in itself, but a beginning of a journey to self-discovery. This journey, my friends, is not just about identifying our quirks and patterns, but it's about peeling back the layers of our psyche, revealing the core of who we truly are. Self-discovery is more than just a buzzword. It's a vital process that leads to personal growth. Why, you may ask? Well, when we embark on this journey, we begin to understand our strengths, weaknesses, passions, and fears. This understanding empowers us to make decisions that align with our authentic selves. Take this for example. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that individuals who have a greater understanding of themselves tend to experience higher levels of overall life satisfaction. They have a stronger sense of purpose, are more resilient in the face of adversity, and are better equipped to set and achieve meaningful goals. And it's not just about personal growth and life satisfaction, it extends to our relationships as well. When we know ourselves, we can better understand others. We can empathize more deeply, communicate more effectively, and build stronger, happier relationships. But remember, self-discovery is not a finish line to cross. It's a path to walk. It's a journey that unfolds over time. And the beauty of this journey is that it's uniquely yours. No two paths are the same. You might be wondering, how do I start this journey? Well, breaking free from obsessive patterns is a great first step. It allows you to move beyond the constraints of your habits and routines, opening up a world of self-exploration and growth. So here's the golden question. Are you ready to step out of your comfort zone, to challenge the status quo, to become the best version of yourself? Because that's what self-discovery is all about. It's about embracing change, seeking growth, and ultimately, finding fulfillment. So are you ready to break free and start your journey to self-discovery? We've explored the concept of obsessive patterns, heard from experts, and learned strategies to break free, but the journey does not end here. Let's revisit the highlights of our conversation today. We delved into the power of obsession, examining its double-edged nature. Yes, it can fuel success, but it can also trap us in cycles that hinder our growth. We heard from experts who shared their insights on obsessive patterns, revealing how they are often rooted in our subconscious desires and fears. We then discovered strategies to break free from these patterns. These included mindfulness practices, cognitive behavioral techniques, and the power of positive affirmations. We learned that the key is not to suppress or avoid our obsessions, but to understand them, to face them, and to redirect their energy in a positive direction. But perhaps the most important part of our discussion was the journey to self-discovery. This journey, as we found out, is not a straight line. It's a winding path filled with self-reflection, self-acceptance, and self-improvement. It's about learning to be comfortable in our own skin, embracing our uniqueness, and leveraging our strengths to live a more fulfilling life. And now, it's your turn. The knowledge we've shared today is just the springboard. It's up to you to dive in, to explore your own patterns, to challenge them, and to grow from them. It's up to you to continue learning, to continue discovering yourself, and to continue evolving into the best version of yourself. Because at the end of the day, personal growth is a lifelong journey, not a destination. So don't wait for tomorrow, start today, start now. Take that first step towards breaking free from your obsessive patterns. Embrace the journey of self-discovery. And remember, every step you take, no matter how small, is progress. Remember, breaking free from obsessive patterns is not a one-time event, but a continual process of self-discovery and personal growth. Start your journey today. Hello everyone. We hope that this video has provided you with some valuable insights and tools to help you understand and navigate your own personal journey. But we need your help to continue this work and reach more people. This is where you come in. You can show your support by giving our video a thumbs up. It might seem like a small gesture, but it makes a big difference. When you like our videos, it helps to spread the word to others who might benefit from this content. Next, we invite you to share this video with your friends, family, or anyone who you think could use these insights. You never know who might need to hear this message. And finally, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Subscribing not only helps us to grow and reach a wider audience, but it also means you'll be among the first to know when we release new content. Your support means the world to us, and it's what enables us to continue doing what we do. So, like, share, subscribe, and join us in this journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Thank you for your support and for being part of our community.